You can't just steal power from the neighborhood grid like this. It's dangerous, it's reckless, and it's keeping my lights blinking.
Karen, it's my own outlet. The inverter balances the load.
Sparks are jumping off that plug.
They called me petty for defending my own electricity, so I gave them a shock they'll never forget. I live in a quiet cul-de-sac in Arizona. Nothing fancy, just a single-story home with a solar grid I built myself. It powers my house and stores leftover energy that I sell back to the grid. Neat, clean, efficient. But the HOA, they called it unsightly equipment on display. They like manicured lawns, beige paint, and silence. I like independence, so naturally we didn't get along. Then one morning, I noticed my solar meter running high, like triple what it should. I followed the cables around the side yard, and guess what? Karen, the HOA president herself, had been plugging her Tesla into my outdoor outlet. Every single night. I unplugged it the first time and left a polite note. The next night, she plugged it in again. The third night, she sent an email accusing me, Alice, of tampering with community energy resources. I thought, community? Lady, this is my roof. I called the HOA board. They said if I wanted to report her, I had to file it through a parking and energy use committee. You heard that right. Bureaucratic nonsense built to protect themselves. So I stayed quiet, but I started planning. See, Karen didn't know one thing. That outlet she kept using was connected directly through my solar monitoring system. Meaning I could control the amperage remotely. Now, I'm not stupid. I wasn't gonna hurt anyone. But I did want to remind her that electricity isn't free. The next evening, I watched on my phone as her Tesla latched onto my energy line again. I waited until the system registered maximum draw and then flipped it. Boost mode. Nothing dangerous, just full 240 volts surging with a safety cut that trips most smart systems. Within seconds, the Tesla's charging port went into fault mode, lights flickered, and the HOA conference garage shut down mid-meeting. Power cut across 3 townhomes because she'd looped her line into a shared subgrid. 5 minutes later, Karen came stomping to my door, red-faced, shouting about community damage. So I smiled, showed her the footage, her on my camera, plugging into my outlet every night for 2 weeks straight. And guess what else? Theft of electricity is a felony in our state. I forwarded the footage to the HOA board and local utilities. By morning, the board called an emergency meeting, minus Karen. Turns out she'd been using HOA funds to waive her own fines for years. Residents demanded her resignation. Her Tesla? Still blinking error codes when she drove away. A month later, the HOA voted to let homeowners manage their own solar systems without interference. They even asked me to help set up guidelines for electrical independence. Poetic, huh? Pride cost her everything, but it bought the neighborhood its freedom. Then share your thoughts in the comments, but no one liked or subscribed.